Councilmember Totino, are you on? Councilmember Totino.
I see her.
What I gonna say?
Okay. Councilmember Griffin.
Yo.
Okay. Councilmember Flanagan.
Here.
Councilmember Barton.
Here.
Councilmember Stokely. Bob, are you on? Okay. Vice President Sokolowski. Here. President Leonard. Here. Okay. Mayor Aronson.
Here.
Karen Totino, are you on? Bob Stokely, are you on?
He'll be joining in a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Was that Karen?
Yes, it is.
Okay, there she is. Mike Peters, we have you.
I'm here.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay, Bob, we're good.
There's Bob.
Okay,
Bob.
we're all here.
Yeah, I didn't know we had to dial back in again.
Oh. Well, you got in, so we're all good.
We're all good.
All right.
President Leonard, thank you.
Is
Okay.
Karen here?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. By the authority vested in me, I hereby declare this meeting of the Conshohocken Borough Council duly open and ready to conduct any business that may come before it. So, thank you for joining us for our regularly scheduled public voting session via video conference and conference call. At this time, I would ask all participants, except for Borough Council, Mayor, Borough Manager, and Borough Solicitor, to mute their audio lines. No public comments will be permitted during the course of the meeting until the designated public comment section located on the agenda. You will be notified during the meeting when public comments are permitted. You may also submit written comments via email to brogers@conshahockenpa.gov. That's BROGERS@conshahockenpa.gov. A member of the Borough Administration during the public comment period will read public comments submitted in this manner. For all comments, please include your name and address for the record. It is of utmost importance that we give the public is given every available opportunity to participate in this meeting. However, if required, we will mute all audio lines due to any inappropriate comments or behavior during the remote meeting. Borough Council and Administration, thank you in advance for your cooperation during the remote meeting. We hope that everyone in our community is staying safe and healthy. There was an executive session for Borough Council held prior to the regular public meeting on personnel matters. Council members, please remember to state your name for the record after making a motion or seconding a motion. For instance, I'll make that motion, Barton. I will second that motion, Stokely. Everyone have that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Steph, would you like to do the official
Yeah,
roll
I'll do
call?
I will do roll call for the record. Councilmember Totino.
Present.
Councilmember Griffin.
Here.
Councilmember Flanagan.
Present.
Councilmember Barton.
Here.
Councilmember Stokely.
Here.
Vice President Sokolowski. Here. President Leonard.
Here.
Mayor Aronson.
Here.
Great. We're all good, President Leonard.
Is everything all right?
Thank you, Stephanie. The first item on the agenda is the consent agenda. The first item is to approve and adopt the February 5th, February 19th, and March 4th minute meetings. So I would need a motion to approve and adopt the February 5th, 19th, and March 4th minute meetings.
I'll make that
I'll make
motion,
that
Tutino.
motion. Oh, okay. I'll second it. Barton?
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The second item on the agenda is to ratify the February ending treasurer's report and accounts payable. I'll need a motion to ratify the February ending treasurer's report on accounts payable in the amount of $560,291.81.
I'll make that motion. Flanagan.
Can we do that again?
Sure.
Have one person make a motion.
I'll make that motion. Griffin.
Thank you. And a second?
Second, Sokolow.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The third item on the agenda is approve the March ending treasurer's report and accounts payable. I'll need a motion to approve the March ending treasurer's report and accounts payable in the amount of $834,706.49.
I'll make that motion. So
Okay, and a second?
I'll second. Griffin.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is unfinished business. Stephanie?
Thank you, President Leonard. Before I move on to unfinished business, I'm just going to redirect to the presentation section, which was the Proclamation 2020-02, which is designating April as a Pennsylvania 811 Safe Digging Month. So we were requested by the state to designate April as Safe Digging Month. So we do that by proclamation on an annual basis. Quickly going to read the proclamation and ask for a motion to designate April as the Safe Digging Month. So whereas the month of April 2020 is recognized as Pennsylvania 811 Safe Digging Month across our Commonwealth, an initiative supported by Pennsylvania 811, a utility notification information center, celebrating its 48th year of continuous service to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And as whereas this unique service provides easy one-call notification about excavation projects which may endanger workers and jeopardize utility lines while promoting workplace and public safety, reducing underground utility damage, minimizing utility service interruptions, and protecting the environment. And whereas the Pennsylvania one-call system began with only 6 utility companies in western Pennsylvania and now serves more than 1,000 excavators and over 3,600 critical underground infrastructure owners throughout the Commonwealth. And whereas the service annually receives more than 900,000 notification requests and transmits more than 7 million notifications providing protection to utility companies, their employees, customers, and the general public. And whereas economic development throughout Conshohocken Borough in Pennsylvania is growing, and it's important to minimize the damage to underground utility lines, danger workers, environmental pollution, and the loss of utility services. And whereas we are thankful for the service provided by Pennsylvania 811, and encourage residents, engineers, designers, excavators, and homeowners to dial 811 at least 3 business days in advance of an excavation project, such as planting a tree, installing a mailbox post, building a deck or swimming pool, or replacing a driveway. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Borough of Conshohocken recognizes the month of April as Pennsylvania 811 Safe Digging Month in Conshohocken Borough. This 15th day of April 2020 by the Borough Council of the Borough of Conshohocken. If you are so inclined, we would make a motion to designate April as Pennsylvania 811 Safe Digging Month.
I'll make that motion. Barton?
I'll second it. Griffin.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Steph.
Welcome. So under unfinished business, the first item for consideration is to consider adopting Ordinance 1 of 2020, which amends the powers and operational procedures of the EAC. So if you'll remember, this was a previous agenda item which was discussed in public, and then was discussed in public, and then also discussed on our work session in April. So it has previously been reviewed by council 2 times. It's back on your agenda because it was advertised and is up for consideration this evening for adoption. The revisions to the EAC ordinance clarifying the following points: that the EAC is advisory to Borough Council. It coordinates with other agencies, committees, and boards at the request of Borough Council, makes recommendations to Borough Council. Borough Council has the authority to assign other duties or responsibilities as they come up in the borough. It stipulates procedures for removal of members and defines malfeasance. It clarifies that council sets their budget and approves additional requests for expenses. It clarifies who can accept funding and for what purposes, and then clarifies that creation of subgroups requires the approval of Borough Council prior to their establishment. So again, this was discussed twice in public, and it was at your previous work session in April, and it is on your agenda this evening after having been advertised publicly for adoption.
I'll make the motion to adopt the new ordinance.
And that's Tina.
I'll second. And Barton?
All in favor? Aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. The next item is to consider approving Resolution 2020-10, which authorized the Borough Manager to execute the ARLE grant agreement and all future grant-related documents. And just as a reminder, this is specifically to grant funds that the Borough received for the flashing beacon pedestrian arms, which will extend across Fayette Street at 4th and 7th. Again, the project is a total of $374,000. $348,000 is PennDOT funds. $26,000 of that is Borough match. So it is a very attractive opportunity to put pedestrian safety equipment across Fayette Street. So the first item is to approve the resolution so that the Borough Manager can execute future grant-related documents.
Okay. I'll make that motion to Tina Flanagan.
I'll second, Leonard. All in favor? Aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carries.
And then the next item is just to approve the same ARLE project funding agreement.
I'll make that motion. Griffin.
Second,
I'll second
it.
Barton.
Okay. All in favor? Aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, the next item under new business is to consider accepting the resignation of a member of the Dog Park Advisory Committee. We have an individual, her name is Sarah Pratt, who for personal reasons is unable to dedicate the time to serving on the committee and has notified Borough Administration that she will be resigning from her position. So the motion in front of you tonight is to accept the resignation of a member of the Dog Park Advisory Committee.
I'll make that motion, Leonard.
I'll second that motion to Tino.
All in favor? Aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carries.
And we will advertise the opening on the Borough website.
Okay. Thank you, Stephanie.
The last item under new business is to consider approving a request of the Friends of Conshohocken Parks. Councilmember Sokolowski, if you want to take this one, but basically what they're asking for is to utilize nonprofit funds to create a T-shirt design for a cost not to exceed $50.
Thank you. Yes, so Friends of Conshohocken Park are trying to identify different fundraising opportunities. Unfortunately, with the COVID outbreak, we lost traction and we're not able to do the Snap Pizza fundraiser. So what one of our members, Holly Holst, has done is she's actually found a graphic designer student, I believe, who is willing to help us with creating some graphics for T-shirts So we're looking to build T-shirts that we could sell at some of the events, upcoming events for a fundraiser. The graphic designer is basically asking for a stipend of $50 for her to design the logo that we'll use moving forward. So the question is from council, can we expend $50 to pay this graphic designer to go ahead and put the work into creating a logo for the T-shirts that we'd like to sell as a fundraiser?
I'll make that motion.
Griffin, I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you.
Okay. Steph, if you're through everything, the next
I
item.
have no new business, President Leonard.
Okay, thank you. So the next item is public comment. Brittany, I'm going to turn that over to you if you have any emails.
Thank you, President Leonard. We did not receive any public comment via email.
Okay. Do we have any calls?
So at this time, if there's anyone on the call, if you have a public comment, we would ask that you unmute your line and state your name and your address for the record.
Hi, this is Scott Langstein. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Hi, 200 West Elm Street. Just had a question about whether the Maple Street parking resolution, if that passed.
Mr. Tino, can you address that?
No, it did not pass. What we're going to do is have another discussion with the parking task force when we're scheduled to meet again, which is at the end of June. We had some public comment that was opposed to it and information that I had received relative to constituent concerns. So we're going to have that conversation with the parking task force since that's originally where the idea generated.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
That's all I have. Thank you for the update. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, I think we're clear. We can start with Mayor Aronson.
Thank you, Colleen.
You're welcome.
I just want to, again, thank our residents for their compliance with all of our quarantine measures. It's really nice to see people wearing masks outside and to see gatherings not happening in the borough. So I know it makes our emergency services lives much easier. So thank you all. I know it's not a comfortable situation, but for now it's for the best. And that's all for me.
Thank you. Mr. Stokely?
Yeah, I just want to thank my ward, Ward 6, and all the borough residents, and they're doing a great job social distancing, and it's working. And keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Anita?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank all the EMSs and all the people that are out there working their tails off to keep us safe. That's
Thank you. Tina?
So I echo everyone's thanks to the residents of the borough, as well as to all of our employees that are working so hard to keep things going. I sit in a unique position in my job, and just for folks to know that we think that locally we are coming into the surge for many local hospitals. So the next probably week or so, it is going to sound worse before it sounds better. But I think that with everybody continuing to social distance and to hang in there, we'll be able to start planning how re-entry and back to normal we'll start looking for the borough.
Thank you. Jane?
Yes, I just wanted to give an update on the sewer authority. The authority is open and functioning with a limited staff. The board has approved the building deadlines for the rest of 2020 have all been extended an extra 3 months. So if you will check on the authority's webpage, and just your bill will be adjusted. The dates will move back 30 or 90 days, 3 months. And the board also approved a $1,000 donation to the Conshohocken TPO and $1,000 to the community garden as part of their community involvement. That's all.
Okay. Thank you, Jane. Ike?
Yes, I just want to thank everybody for doing everything to stay safe and keep up the good work. We'll be out of this pretty soon. Thank you.
Karen?
I'll echo the same sentiments. Thank you, everyone of Conshohocken, and all the roles that the borough has been playing.
Thank you. Is Chief Metz here?
I'm here, Colleen.
Do you have any comments?
Yeah, I would like to thank all of you for the support and concern that you've shown to members of our department through all of this. And it's not unnoticed, and it is appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? For myself, I would just like to just say, everyone stay safe and healthy, and meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you all later.
Thanks, guys.
Good night, everyone.
All right.
Yeah, everybody stay safe.
See you, Bob.
Good
Talk to you later.
Nice. Yeah. Be safe.